rest of the Lord.
Amen.
But this is what sometimes we unknowingly begin to believe, that the enemy has enough bounty on us. He knows I did that. He knows I messed up there.
Right.
And then he'll even come up with stuff that really it wasn't even your fault, and really you didn't even do anything wrong.
Come on now.
Right.
Right on. Yeah, that's crazy.
So there's the stuff that, yeah, it's true. I messed up there. I messed up here.
Come on
And
now.
when you bring it up,
Say it.
God's scratching his head and saying, what are you talking about?
Right.
Because I cast it into the sea of forgetfulness, no longer to be remembered against you. You're the one bringing it up. I forgot about it. That's what the Lord said. I forgot about it. What are you talking about? And so we think the enemy has enough bounty on us, and then there's things that he comes up with, and he tries to get us to blame ourselves for certain situations and certain circumstances and certain things. And sure, maybe we didn't handle everything right. Maybe we didn't dot every I and cross every T in the circumstances of our life. But God never said that He expected you to be perfect.
Right. That's right.
And so in our imperfections, we're going to miss an I to dot and a T to cross. But that doesn't give the enemy any bounty to curse you.
Right.
And it doesn't give him any bounty to keep you from your blessing.
Amen.
And there are many blessings in the treasure of God. And one of those blessings that God is putting His finger on this morning is the blessing of breakthrough.
Yes.
The blessing of breaking through. The blessing of moving beyond. The blessing of leaving it in the dirt behind you. The blessing of being able to walk past it and say goodbye.
Thank you, God.
That's where I used to live. That's where I used to stand. I used to stand in that. I used to be in that. I used to be in that place. But goodbye.
Hallelujah.
Because I had the blessing of breaking through.
That's right.
So I'm breaking through that mindset. I'm breaking through that belief that Balaam can curse me, that the enemy has the bounty. He has the stuff on me. Now, I know all of you are so spiritual and you've lived around spiritual people all your life, so you've never had anybody to try to blackmail you.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Never.
Oh, Jesus.
And so, that person thinks they have something on you. The enemy will try to convince you that he can blackmail you.
That's right.
That's right.
Let God be true and every man a liar. And the enemy is the father of all lies.
Amen.
It matters not. Come on out with all the truth. It matters not. The light of Jesus has already shined on everything.
Yes.
Every secret. Everything that has happened in our life. It matters not to the one who matters most. So don't worry about what the enemy would say he would blackmail you with. Don't worry about what people would say they would blackmail you with.
That's right.
But walk in the blessing of breaking through. Walk in the blessing of moving past. There are those of you in this room that as God declares, your blessing is breakthrough. It is breaking through.
Come on now.
He is not only putting His finger on breakthrough and breaking through, but He's putting His finger on moving on.
Come on. All right, man.
Because to break through is to move on. I referenced the walls of Jericho earlier as they moved on. That first city, everything was to be given to God. And the rest of the promised land was to be their bounty, was to be their blessing. And so they were leaving behind wilderness wandering. They were leaving behind manna. And they were going to a land that flowed with milk and honey.